And welcome back as we return with Navy having to punt the ball away after them gaining basically nothing on that last play. Punting from their own 46. The kick is up. Fair catch is called. And he holds on to it this time. So he at least has learned from past mistakes. But where did his team get pinned? Their own 11. Considering they're actually willing to throw the ball, not all that bad. In all honesty, could be worse. They could have been pinned inside their 5 and then forced to run, essentially. But Navy got a good jump. And that's Bali's third tackle of the game already. If you're Temple, I would go ahead and try to throw them off a bit. Throw the ball. They're set up in 3-4, which I think is better for stopping passes while stopping runs. And the pass gets knocked down. Yet Ty Lane has 68 passing yards from 6 completions out of 12 attempts, but he's thrown 3 interceptions. So, the question is, how much longer will you actually stick with him as your quarterback before you let Sylvester Tellis come in and play and become the quarterback now? Deep throw on 3rd and 11, and the pass gets tipped by Walker. Now, I can't blame them for throwing there. It's 4th and 11. Like, you're really going to actually run the ball. But a 3 and out when you allowed Navy to score a long touchdown drive, it's not the best things to do. And the punt is up. And it's going to be returnable. And he gets leveled. Navy started on their own 48. So they got 52 yards to go to the end zone. If I'm Temple, I'd go ahead and try to stop whatever momentum Navy's gaining right here, right now. Handoff. And Preston just can't seem to get anything going. Every time he's been tackled for a loss, which doesn't help Navy at all. It's 2nd and 11 for Navy. Let's see what they pull out here. Another run. Probably gain that yard back. Uh-oh. Mark Merritt, offensive lineman, injured for Navy. That's not going to be a good thing for them. Ward got that yard back, but essentially at what cost? Lost your offensive lineman. 3rd and 10, kind of being forced to pass, and having to deal with a backup offensive lineman. Might not be the best of ideas. Got plenty of time though. Heaves it deep. And both of them dove for the ball, but Young made the oh no, Young didn't make the catch. Young made the throw. Who caught that? Was that Vogelpaul? Yes, that was Vogelpaul. 40-yard pass completion. Now they're already inside Temple's red zone again. Ooh. Mark Merritt's out for 12 weeks with a torn shoulder muscle. And Navy's just choosing to run the ball now. Ward with a 4-yard run. So, let's see how Temple can be able to do this time around inside their own red zone for their defense. Goes with a wraparound. And McDuffie has 3 tackles for a loss now. He only lost 2 yards there. So it's 3rd and 8. from the 10. They still got some room to play with, I think, for running the ball. As you can see, Navy is 3 of 8 for third downs, while Temple's 0 for 3. They're going to choose to pass, though, and passing with the smart option there, as Vogelpohl catches the touchdown. Now Navy is up 28-7. I mean, that's kind of one thing I don't like about some of these NCAA games, the fact that you have basically a full momentum bar. Once you have that, it's basically game, set, match. Navy's now up 28-7. Six-play drive. We mainly hoped with that 40-yard pass from Young to Vogelpohl. Navy's going to kick off. Now, Temple's only touchdown has been on a kick return. But this kick sails out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. I mean, it looked like Temple was trying to hurry to the line there. Quick pass, quick catch. I'm not 100% sure that was actually a fumble, though. If I'm Temple, I'm challenging that. I mean, Temple has a challenge. They could have used a challenge. But nope, they accept the fate of it being a turnover. I personally don't think that was a fumble. I think it was taken down before the ball came out. But Temple seems to be accepted on taking the L. Yeah, Preston has 6 rushing attempts for 5 yards, though. He has less than a yard per carry. I think Temple probably thinks their defense can stop them, but you've allowed 2 offensive touchdowns. Dragon. It looked like Preston got dragged down by his horse collar, which I'm not 100% sure if it was a legal tackle back in 2007. But now it's 3rd and 8 on the 27-yard line. Sorry about that. Yeah, 3rd and 8 could be a passing play. At the play action, throw, and it's well short of the first down. That's the 6th hurry by Temple. But then again, they've only been able to get hurries because of the fact that they hardly passed the ball. The 3-yard completion, but could be field goal range for the kicker. Yeah, they're attempting the field goal. It'd be like a 40-something yard field goal attempt, though. Like 42, 43. Kick is up. The kick is good. Excuse me there, as Navy now leads 31-7. Yeah, only gaining 5 yards on the drafts. Not that good. It's a 42-yard field goal, by the way. As Navy is set up to do yet another kickoff. if the lead seems a bit more insurmountable after the third quarter, I might just end doing the videos for this key game, because as you can see, Navy's up 31-7. The only points Temple's been able to provide has been off a kickoff return. Their offense hasn't been able to do much, and Lane nearly threw another interception. Now, if y'all watch my NCAA Football 07 series, Temple was an independent in the last game, and I had McNary Central replace Temple, and we are starting to see why I made that choice. Handoff, and Johnson just cannot go anywhere. Now, I understand running on 2nd and 10, but now you've got yourself in a limited situation where you kind of have to pass the ball on 3rd down. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 interceptions. Heaves it deep, and it's caught way down there at the Navy, I want to say 26-yard line. And hate to break it to these fans, but the game day crew wasn't there at all to call the game. I think it was actually down to the 27, not the 26. No, it was down to the 26. And that did take a good bit out of Navy's momentum right there. As you can see, the bar for Navy isn't completely full. Oh. Toss play losing 6 yards. Now Johnson's at -1 yards. As of this moment, if you are watching this video, you have more rushing yards than Johnson does for Temple. Second and 16. Basically runs into a sack. Now 3rd and very long. Definitely making it a passing situation. Third and 20 from Navy's 36-yard line. Now you had a good big momentum play in that 54-yard pass attempt on 3rd and 10. Do they have another rabbit out of the hat here? No, looks like he was trying to throw it to a rabbit in the stands. 4th down. You know your kicker's not going to be able to make this field goal. Oh, they're going to choose to punt it instead of trying to go for it to get it to the 16. Can they do the punt well enough to where it's going to be? Nope. That's a touchback. So that punt went a net total of 16 yards. Ooh, excuse me there. Handoff. And yeah. 5-yard gain. As Navy's looking to just tick down the clock, which will make the video shorter, but means we can also see less plays of Navy. So, win or lose. There. Throw. Caught. 1st down. Navy's just starting to show off a bit now. Aimed at Temple. Hey, we can now do whatever we want to do. We can pass on you. As Fagan catches it for a 17-yard pass. Yeah, see? 104 passing yards, 51 rushing yards. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't actually see it that Navy actually has more passing yards than rushing yards. And Mooney just gained 9 more yards right there. Heck, if he wasn't tackled at the ankles, that easily could have been a touchdown for Navy because I think they're playing a lot of their runs on the inside. Not thinking that Navy's going to just bounce them to the outside. Oh, looked like they were trying to do a halfback pass there. That would have actually been nice to see. But Mooney just runs forward for a 7-yard gain. Not as much excitement in the scoring department this quarter, as we're about halfway through already. Going around. And Preston's gaining some yards now. 7-yard run there. As we have now passed the halfway point of the second quarter. With it being 2nd and 3 at Temple's 39-yard line. Maybe in the wishbone again. Motion, handoff up the middle. And it's 3rd and short. I think the complexion of this game changed after the roughing the passer penalty. 4th and 10 for Navy. Going with a run. Juke. Oh, I was about to say he's off for the races for a touchdown. But he's now down at the 24-yard line. For a new set of downs. As oh, Navy play action. Vogelbaum drags both feet. Actually, he's got 4 catches for 76 yards. He's becoming a big target. So if I'm Temple, I'd try to at least double Vogelbaum. 3rd time into the red zone for Navy. As both times previously they have scored a touchdown. Temple chooses to challenge that catch. So you're not going to challenge a fumble, but you're going to challenge a catch. Oh, that catch is clearly good. Temple just wasted their challenge and a timeout. So Temple chooses not to challenge a fumble. That changed complexity of this game. But they choose to challenge a catch that was clearly a catch. I need to double check who I made Temple's head coach. Because whoever this man is not the brightest man at all. But the timeout did seem like kind of reset the team's mindset a bit. So it probably wasn't all bad. It's just you have to be like very watchful of what's going on. Oh, Young almost got taken for a loss in the backfield, but he ekes out a yard. 3rd and 10. Would they pass it? Would they just run it? I mean, that's the thing. They've got plenty of choices. They throw, and it's picked off in the end zone. Wow. By Spencer. And Navy will leave a drive empty-handed. Especially in the red zone. Now Temple has the ball at their own 20. That's what happens when you pick the ball off the end zone and you choose not to return it. So maybe things can start going Temple's way now. Because I do want to show you you guys this entire game. As Lane completes a 10-yard pass, but if it's like more than 3 possessions after the third quarter, then I'm not going to show anymore. I'm just going to let the game complete in its completion, and that'll be it. Motion, nice jump, step back. Almost gets picked off. McCoy had the ball in his hands. And I'm telling you, Lane, he's not really making the smartest of choices. Which is not helping out Temple at all. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun formation. Steps back, throws it, and it's caught for a big first down. 20-yard pass play. Right there. Ball's now in midfield. Thomas caught that ball. Now here we go. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Choose to run this time. Smart strategy. But Goddard goes in there for the tackle. So now it's 2nd and 11, I want to say. Yep, 2nd and 11. But smart idea to mix it up a bit. Sorry for the yawning, but it is 11 o'clock here. Hard to tell if that was going to be a run or a play action, because they sent a lot of people there. And the game says that was a passing play, and McCoy got a 4-yard sack. So 3rd and 15, easily a passing situation. Steps, and he gets sacked again. That's what, like the 5th sack for Navy? 4th and 22, and they're choosing to punt it. Which honestly I don't blame them, but that's gotta be a little sad though. It's the fact that you had such a great drive get snuffed out because of back-to-back sacks. But they do pin Navy at their 10-yard line. So it should be interesting to see what Navy's play calling is. As the momentum meter is, well, I was about to say it's not full all the way, but Ward's 17-yard run gonna have that increase. Yeah, Navy has 16 minutes of possession with the ball, which is something that I suspected would possibly happen. Throw under pressure, and completion for a yard to Vogelball. Yeah, 9 of 16, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Handoff to Mooney, and a 1-yard run right there. As Navy might pass it here. That's a little bit of a suspicion right there. They might pass it. And they will throw. And I think that was Vogelball. Yeah, that was Vogelball that came back for it. A 12-yard gain. 6 catches, 89 yards. So yeah, if you're Temple, focus on trying to shut down Vogelpaul. Yards after catch though, 3, so you know. He's not gonna impress NFL scouts if he doesn't get those yards after reception. And off up the middle for 4-yard gain. Yep, 4-yard gain. And Navy's just milking away the clock. But yeah, this is the same like difference in score come fourth quarter. I'm not gonna even show you the fourth quarter, in all honesty. I might like to. As Navy gets the first down. 8-yard run. But Navy's just making it a bit difficult to show the entirety of the game. And okay, Navy's calling a timeout. Second and 9 now. You can basically have the whole playbook at your disposal here, especially with the lead. Although if you're in the lead, why would you call a run? Well, why would you call a timeout? Now, Temple, I don't understand calling the timeout, which for some reason they don't do. 3rd and 14, forced into a passing situation, and Navy is 6 of 13 on 3rd down conversions. Step back to pass, and Young gets sacked. That's the first sack of the game, and Bridges gets the sack. So Temple's got themselves right now 85 seconds to gain as many yards as they can to at least kick a field goal. Maybe they can get lucky and get a punt return for the touchdown like they did with the kickoff return. And that ball just bounces in the end zone for a touchback. So they have 80 seconds, 1 timeout to gain 80 yards. At most. We start off with what looks like a 2 tight end set. Yep, and you choose to run the ball, which is something that has not worked for you all day long. So now you're losing time right now. Are they going to just accept the fact that they're down by almost 4 touchdowns? Well, they're throwing it now. I mean, 167 passing yards, but he's been sacked 4 times. And has thrown 3 interceptions. Yeah, Navy called the timeout there. So Navy understands the situation. They can put this game even more out of reach. They hand it off on 3rd. Why would you hand the ball off on 3rd and 9? When you're down by 24, as Navy called their last timeout. Now Navy's got 50 seconds and no timeouts to try to get one more field goal up on the board. Alright, now they got 43 seconds to gain at most 69 yards down the field. Will Navy run the ball? Will they pass it? Their whole playbook's at their disposal right now. So, they're passing it out of the backfield, and the pass is dropped by Preston. If a Temple defender could have been there quicker, momentum could have easily switched just like that, you know? Second and 10. Man in motion. Throw. They have enough time to get at least one play off. Throws it. Caught. First down. And yep, that's Vogelpaul with yet another catch. Navy understands the situation. Pass, caught, and that is a touchdown. Honestly, Navy throwing it 3 straight times, yeah, you can't really prepare for that. Jones catching it out of the backfield. And it's a 31-point ball game. What can I say? I thought the crowd would show up for Temple as much as they could, but apparently Navy just decided to take this and blow it wide open. And 2 of the passes were completed to Jones on that drive. Can Temple get a little lucky and score another kickoff for a touchdown here? That would kind of help them gain more momentum heading into the second half. But nope, he's just going to take a knee. 10 seconds left, 1 timeout to gain 80 yards at most. And it looks like they're going to run the ball. Yes, why? I guess they're just going to accept their fate of being down by 31 and into the half. And we are now at halftime with Navy up 38-7. So, I will pause here at halftime and I'll do a video of the first half stats and just wait for that one to drop. Till then, I will see you all next time.